Hi everyone, it's me again. As y'all know, I like to do random videos on things I think about. So today, for those of you that have seen my status update, I want to talk about BPD, which is borderline personality disorder. So, little background story on why I want to talk about this subject. I left the Navy on paper because of adjustment disorder with with depression. Um, yeah, so that's my discharge papers is adjustment disorder with depression. And the truth behind that, well, I mean that is true, but the main cause of my depression, according to my doctor, was borderline personality disorder. And um, personality disorder traits. So, borderline personality disorder can be summed up in things are either okay or they're not okay in the mind of the person that has it. Massive mood swings, intense abandonment issues, fear of being alone, fear of getting close to someone. And like I said, either everything's really good or it's really bad. Or if things are good, they become super paranoid that things are going to go bad. Background story on this. I've been dealing with this my whole life. Growing up as a kid, I used to ask all the time, why am I so angry? I told my mom multiple times, Mom, I think I'm bipolar. Mom, I think there's something wrong with me. And she always said, no, there's nothing wrong with you. You are just a very expressive person, which was the truth. But, I mean, I always knew there was like some like name behind what I was feeling, but I don't see it as something wrong with me. It's just who I am. It's a part of me being me. And the one thing that when I was getting out of the Navy, the one thing my mom and dad and family did say was they were worried. If I get out of the Navy and I'm diagnosed with BPD, they were worried about how it would look on trying to get jobs or how it would look on me in the future. And I told my mom straight up, and I told my dad straight up, I'm done. I was done running from it. I was done running from my personality and my problems because it was tiring. It was really, really tiring to every day just be like, I'm fine, it's okay, everything will be fine. And I've been dealing with this my whole life. I would be completely fine one second and be screaming at my parents the next. Be completely ecstatically happy one second and be crying and bawling my eyes out the next. There was no in between. It was always either I was happy or I was mad or sad. I was an extreme person. And I've had a couple issues. I fixed a lot of it in the Navy. I definitely wasn't as bad, but when I got to my ship and when I started being surrounded by a lot of negativity, it all kind of just came back. And I'd be fine at work one second, and the next second I'm screaming at my superior, or screaming at the people I was supposed to be in charge of, because I couldn't control it. I couldn't control my emotions, and that's what BPD is. It's extreme emotions that we're unable to regulate. We're unable to control. It's like turning a light on or off. There is no dim switch. It was either harsh negatives and harsh positives or nothing at all. And I think that's why my main thing right now is I really want to help. So there are so many people in this world now who are dealing with this and have no idea what it is, have no idea what's going on, especially as kids. Now I'm not on any medication for this. I'm not getting medicated. It all comes down to coping and learning how to see your triggers and see what triggers your emotions. And I have no idea how to control mine at this point. I'm just lucky to have a husband who understands that I'm like this. He understands that one day I'm gonna be happy and the next day I'm gonna be sad. 1 second I'm gonna be extremely happy with everything and the next second I'm gonna be mad. He understands that. And instead of giving up on me like a lot of people have, he's decided to show me that it's okay and it's gonna continue to be okay. Just like my parents did. Doctors tried to give me medicine as a kid and my parents said, no, she's fine. Which I'm blessed for, because I don't want to be a medicated person. I don't want to be medicated. I want to figure this out on my own with a clear mind and be able to get through this. And this leads to the depression thing. People with BPD are very depressed. 75% of people with BPD battle with depression, and 10% commit suicide or attempt to commit suicide. Those are some big numbers for the people who have been diagnosed with this. Not being able to control or regulate your emotions is a scary thing. It's terrifying. Not knowing when you're gonna snap, not knowing how you're gonna feel in the next day or in the next minute. It's scary. I'm sitting at home right now today talking to my husband, and this overwhelming feeling of depression just enveloped me. And I have no idea why. I have no idea where it came from. I just am so sad. So my goal, on top of everything else that I'm trying to pursue and all the dreams that I have to achieve, I want to raise awareness on BPD. I want people to know that this is a thing and many people are struggling with it. Many people every day, everywhere, are struggling with this. And it's terrifying. I've known something's been wrong with me for, 20 years? Since I was 3. And, I've made it this far. I've made it this far so far. So, if I can make it this far, and if I can make it here, not even knowing what I had until recently, everyone else can survive too. I just hope I can shed some light on this and show that it's okay, and no matter how dark it looks, no matter how hopeless it seems, everything will be okay. Everything will work out. Everything will be exactly the way God meant for it to be. So, that was my little tidbit of information for the day. Hope y'all have a great day. Bye.